Afternoon. Today I'm going to be showing you how to tie a tie. I think I'll start with the single Windsor just because that's a simple one. So what you want to do, you'll have your tie. I'm going to use a black tie, so I don't know how this is going to show up on my black shirt, but you're going to have your tie. You're going to have your wide end on your right, so possibly your left if you're watching this, but this is my right hand. I always start on the right, so I usually have it just below my belt because it gives me a bit of extra length. The narrow end of the tie goes around belly button height on me. It just gives a long tie enough length to make sure it's not too short. You're going to want to take it just under your collarbone. You're going to want to pinch the narrow end and fold the wide end over it and make sure it's all nice and straight and not twisted, which it is. There we go. And then you're going to want to take the wide end, which is now on the left side over your hip, up underneath your collarbone and pull it through. And again, just make sure it's straight and it's not backwards. You're going to want to take it behind, so my thumb is underneath. You're going to want to place it behind your thumb and slide your thumb out. You're then going to want to take it so it's now over to the other side, and keeping it tight under your collarbone, you're going to want to pull it over the forward and then across the front, and you're going to want to keep it nice and tight up there and pass it back underneath through your collarbone. And then you're going to find the loop, which for me is just here, and you're going to want to push this end, your wide end, down through that loop, which is here, just where my finger is. Again, trying to keep it tight so it looks tidy. Just pull it through, then pull the wide end down while gripping the knot at the top of your collarbone. And if you need to adjust the tightness of it, simply take the narrow end and pull it up and slide the knot up towards your throat, just below your apple if you're a bloke like me. And then on the back of your tie, you will notice there is a loop. If you just slide the narrow end through that loop, it looks tidy. And then pop your top collar down. And there, that is how to do a single Windsor knot. And then you just have to make a few adjustments. I'm not sure how clear that is on the camera, but there's your single Windsor. It's nice, it's sleek, and it looks good. Hi there, just gonna show you how to tie a double Windsor knot, which is like single Windsor but it's slightly bigger, and again it's a professional looking knot. It looks tidy, and it's a knot I do pretty much all the time at the moment. So I'm going to use a different colour tie. It's a stripy tie and it's got a wider end on it, so it stands out more, and because the lines on this one help line it up properly so it looks tidy. So what you're going to want to do, same as a single Windsor, I usually go about belly button height on the narrow end. This one's slightly longer so it is more below my belt line, but that's fine because that's how this one's going to be. You're going to want to take your narrow end and your wide end. You can pass the wide end over the narrow end, trying to line up, for me, I try to line up the stripe on the narrow end with the stripe on the wide end. You're going to pass it up, pass the wide end up through the narrow end, and then that's going to form a small triangle like you would with the single Windsor. You're then going to pass it down the back of the narrow end, and then up through the other end, so it should finish on your right, facing so that the back of the tie is showing outwards. You will then need to just make some mild adjustments to make it tidy. You'll then pass it over the front, so it goes from the right side over to the left side, so that you want to position it so it goes down to your left hip so that you know you've got enough length. You will then pass it up through the main loop around your neck and straighten it so that it comes down to there. So as you can see, that is nice, that's tight, and then you'll simply again take it through the loop that you would have made as you made the first pass over. If I can grip it, there we go. And then just carefully pull it down, make some adjustments. You should end up with a nice triangle. It's not overly tidy, but it'll do. And then just again slide it up, and this particular knot works good with a wider collar on your shirt. And then we'll just fold this down so you can see. As you can see, it takes up more of the space than the narrower tie from the single Windsor video, which I'll probably put in this one anyway. And then you go there, and again you can just tuck it under. I've done this one a bit shorter just because I've not got a lot of time today. And there, and you can complete the look with either the tie clip just to hold the narrow end down about there. About there will do for a tie clip. Most size tie clips cover that full length of the width, and then that's your double Windsor done. You just need to make some adjustments. You do that by taking the narrow end, this end, your narrow tail, and that one will tighten it. I usually give it a wiggle as I tighten it so that it doesn't get too tight in one location on my throat. I then need to, if I need to reduce the size of the knot or tighten the knot, I take the wide end and give it a gentle tug, and that just shifts the knot up a little bit more. So it tightens it around the sides, and then if I have to adjust it some more, I just shape the knot a little bit without looking. And then when I'm done all that, I just pass the loop back through, and then put my collar down, throw my waistcoat on, put a jacket on, and I'm ready to go. And yeah, that's how you tie a single Windsor. Thank you very much for watching.